Hi everyone, this week's Parsha is Parshat Ekev. And in this week's Parsha we have a fascinating parallel to a psychology relic, I'd say, of a psychology experiment that is really given over, the basis for it is given over in the Torah portion in this week's Parsha. So there's a famous psychology experiment where it's proven that when things are advertised as difficult or near impossible, regardless of how difficult or nearly impossible they actually are, the person that is observing this thing is going to view it as more of a challenge. For instance, if a math problem is put up on the board and is described as extremely challenging or near impossible or completely impossible, the person that's going to approach the math problem is going to come at it with that mindset, and it's going to be much more difficult for them to actually carry out that math problem to solve it. And it's psychologically proven. The name of the experiment is escaping me at the moment. But in this week's Parsha, we have a screaming parallel to this. We have in the first Aliyah, it says, Al tomar bilvavecha rabim hagoyim ha'ele mimeni. So what does this verse mean? It says, don't say in your heart, right? Don't tell yourself that all these nations that are currently occupying the land of Israel, don't tell yourself that you're not going to be able to reconquer the land for the Jewish people. Don't come in with that mindset, right? Why? Because Zachor Tizkor, right? That Hashem, remember that Hashem made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and He's going to help the Jewish people to come fulfill that promise, that covenant that He made with you. So I think there's a very deep message that we could take from this. Al tomar bilvavecha, don't say in your heart that this is going to be too challenging for me, right? My bracha to everyone this week is that for everything we go into, we should be telling ourselves this thing. It's not going to be too challenging for me, regardless of whether it may be at the end of the day too challenging for me. We should go in with the mindset that anything is really accomplishable, and with that, will achieve more is one of the results of this psychological study. Again, the name is escaping me right now. Is at the end of the day, we will be more successful. We will achieve more if we say everything is within reach, and obviously it will be more fulfilling for us to accomplish more in the long run, and hopefully, right, it could be pretty soon. Don't say that these people occupying the land of Israel are too much for me. Will eventually, it's the land of the Jews, and we'll get it back. And with that, I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.